Coming to theaters near you, a new film by about a that
Dialogue missing.
with cameos by
Actor missing.
also
Preview missing.
Hello, this is your former President Barack Obama, and I just want to tell you I know how to beatbox with a little bit of yeah.
Welcome to part 2 of my Breathe If Prime series. As a reminder, the rules of this game are that all participants must dunk their heads into tubs of water, and they can only come up to breathe if the number on the timer is prime. If they breathe during a composite number, or they pass out from lack of oxygen, they are eliminated. Why play this game? To learn math, of course. I mean, Aurora Borealis pointed out it's just a way to trick people into learning about prime numbers with a dash of Squid Game-esque danger. Now, in part 1, I estimated the average player could hold their breath for 60 seconds, and the first gap over 60 appears at 31,000 8 hours in. But that assumes players' lungs reset after each breath, and that isn't true. Would you be able to survive a 58 gap and then another 58 gap? Probably not. So as another approach, I considered depicting lungs like fuel tanks that get a dosage of more oxygen at each prime number, but don't entirely refill. But I also cut that portion out of the video due to length. In response, Priultimus commented, "I don't care if it doubled the video length, put it back in." So let's do that. Here we see an array of eager Breathe If Prime athletes. The x-axis shows their lung capacity, L, from 1 second on the left to 10 seconds on the right. The green squares represent how much air is left in their lungs, and if it hits 0, they're dead. Next, the y-axis shows the amount of air they gain when they reach a prime, which I'll call B for breath size. So the competitors on this row gain 1 second of oxygen per prime, and this row gains 2, and this row gains 3, and this row gains 4. This row down here is at 0, which means they merely pause their oxygen loss when a prime arrives. And for fun, I added another row below at -1, which means they actually lose 1 second during a prime, just like they lose 1 second during a composite number. So that's 60 different skill sets. Which ones do you think will perform the best? Let's start the clock. 1 is not a prime number, so nobody can breathe. All lung capacity 1 athletes instantly drown. 2 is a prime number though, so everyone can breathe. So the only death happens on the bottom row of athletes who actually lose oxygen on primes. Weirdos. Notice that the +0 breath size row is all missing 1 oxygen at this point, since they never replenish. But everyone above them has fully refilled their lungs. Moving on. At every second, regardless of its primeness, another bottom row athlete will die, since their outcome is the same either way. At 4 seconds, athlete 2,1 drowns. Along the way, they lost oxygen at the 2 non-primes so far, 1 and 4, and they had no way of gaining oxygen, so they're out. What's the math lesson here? The number of fatalities on the +0 breath size row tells us how many composite numbers we've endured, including 1 and excluding 0. At 6 seconds, we've encountered 3 composites, or I should say non-primes. Next, athlete 2,4 is interesting. He gains a massive amount of air at each prime, +4, but he can only hold on to 2 in his lung at any given time. That means he's basically a detector for prime gaps of 2 or longer. Fortunately, that hasn't happened yet, but ooh, rest in peace. Zooming out now, 10 is interesting because it cleans out our bottom row, marks the 6th non-prime number, and eliminates all lungs 3 or smaller, since the 8, 9, 10 dry spell depletes them entirely. Nearly half of the crowd is gone, but twin primes 11 and 13 are right around the corner, so it seems like good times are awaiting. With the -1 row out of the picture, 11 and 13 are our first fatality-free moments. But 14 kills off athlete 8,0, since that's the 8th non-prime natural number. And this also marks half the population dead. Now 15 kills off athlete 4,1. Hey guys, so I'm a fan of math.
جند الله جند الوطن إن دعا داعي الفداء لن نخن نتحدى الموت عند المحن نشتري المجد بأغلى ثمن
I'm so excited to start preventing death. And Pie is dead.
I think Gelatin should stop throwing forks everywhere.
Oh my, how ruthless those barf molecules must be. Well, I think I should start wearing my patented fork repellent.
Lollipop, we need to talk about this barf molecule thing. You may think they lower my intelligence, but science shows that's just not the case.
Oh, yes. What's that I see? Indeed, it looks like your arms are wiggling.
Get your hands off me!
You clearly don't care about this topic, so perhaps you should take a nap instead.
I'm so excited to start preventing death. And Pen is dead.
Our team has now prevented
0.00
deaths.
We're not doing a good job at saving lives. We might need to up our game.
May I interest you folks in my fork repellent?
Does it save lives?
Yes.
I'll buy 1 quadrillion.
Who did this? It's time.
It's time for the intro for...
Fine, whatever. It's time for Break and Flake!
Don't you mean cake and steak?
Well, I'm not the one who doesn't know their value.
Oh, I've never been up for elimination before. I'm feeling so much pressure.
I wonder how many foes I collected.
Hey, Team Beepers! I know we may not have seen eye to eye last time, but I want to let you guys know that I always have your best interests at heart.
Then why did you kill Paloonie so many times?
I only wanted the best for him, and I wasn't aware of his condition. Oh, Roboti, I didn't mean to hurt you either. I'm truly sorry.
That means Cake and Steak is starting.
It's Break and Flake! Beepers, you lost last time, which means one of you will be going to sleep!
Sleeping? I love sleeping. That's when I can dig a leg dreams.
Cloudy, don't get so comfortable. Sleeping is forced code word for elimination at eternal algebra class.
Baloney, you're not supposed to know that.
Oh, I was just guessing?
Hey, 4, why don't you tell us how many votes we got?
19,843.
Nearly double last time.
Yeah. The 7 safe contestants will each get an Earth, while the most voted contestant will be eliminated.
Where's eggs?
Burn Center. Baloney got the fewest votes.
Yeah, I love my Earth.
Nickel and Cloudy are also under 1,000 votes.
Now I'm worth 6 cents.
My planet collection is now complete. Is little one safe?
Yeah.
See, I told you people love salt and vinegar.
Woody is safe.
Hold up. So now it's down to man, machine, and nature. Which one could our team do without? I'm thinking machine.
My dear friend, I'm confused. What is a man?
Huh? Oh, look at David. He's a man.
Wait, that's what a man looks like?
Oh boy, are we getting more salt and vinegar?
Robani is safe with a measly number of votes.
Oh no, David, now it's just the two of us. Well, although our time on this team together was short, I appreciated every second of it.
Out of David and Levy. David is safe.
I'm happy. No more jobs.
Galeg Thad leave. Galeg Thad leave.
You guys were honestly a fantastic team, and I'll miss all of you.
The third contestant.
I'm back!
Nobody noticed you were gone.
I noticed you were gone.
This season's hosts are a real mess.
Tell me about it.
I almost prefer the old announcer.
Oh, Finn, I'm actually curious about the old BFDI. You gotta tell me what...
Get into your team swings, people! Spin all the way around 50 times to win. The last team to do so will be up for elimination. Begin!
So, to clarify...
I've had enough of that, Lightning! Okay, guys, spin forward.
Okay, guys, spin backward.
You didn't obey me. People, you can't be serious.
Did you forget? We listen to 8 Ball now.
Yes! He is a much better leader! Maybe you could at least jump up?
No, duck down.
Turn yellow?
Turn purple.
Spin in circles, really slowly.
It's too bad Taco still isn't here to compete with us.
What are you talking about? I am here!
Her death was a tragedy.
It sure was.
Maybe it's permanent.
Wait a second.
Perhaps we'll never see dear Taco-y ever again.
Yes, you will, if you just break this stupid jawbreaker!
It's time to write some eulogies.
No, it's not!
Taco, quite amalgamated and weird, but bold and courageous nonetheless. She forced us into deadly ovens and...
Hey, Icy. What? We died 2 episodes ago too, but we were recovered.
Yeah?
That means Taco was probably recovered too, and is still alive.
That's right.
So the reason she's not here is
that I'm still trapped in this jawbreaker!
Is that she abandoned us.
But no.
She must have gotten fed up with how slow our team chased the basket and went rogue. And oh, the betrayal.
No, Book, that's not true. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Puffball, wanna play toss the dirt?
Sounds dirty, but okay. No, Puffball, you need to fly around the center of the swing 50 times, because you're the only one who can fly. Well, okay.
Gosh, Fries, no need to be so pushy.
Holy roly poly crawling guacamole! Fry's idea is so good.
I know, right? What's that? Oh yeah, we can totally do the same thing, but with Cloudy.
I know what I caught it too. I'm on it.
Black Hole, can you spoil us around too?
Well, the thing is, I can't push anything.
Aw, shucks.
But I can pull like there's no tomorrow.
That's where you're wrong. There is a tomorrow.
Well, I can warp space-time so hard, time will literally slow down, and there will literally be no tomorrow.
Yeah, don't do that. Just do your pulley attracty stuff.
Hey, Match, can I talk line stuff with you?
In a bit, but first, we, gotta put Fanny to use.
I hate fulcrums!
Whoa! Ian's just had a radical idea. Do you think we could do the same, but with clock?
Maybe? Possibly.
It's worth a try.
I'm game. Toss me up. Oh shoot, it's technically working, but my fastest hand ticks at 1 revolution a minute, which is way too slow.
What? That's lazy.
Now I'm sad.
Loser, you've always helped me out during times of distress. What do you say?
Times are changing.
Huh?
It's a new season now. Say it with me. Daylight savings.
Daylight savings.
Oh, daylight savings is when clocks jump forward an hour.
Oh my mints, is it time?
It's time!
Science is safe, beef is safe, death fact is safe, the loungers are safe, free food is safe, a better name than that is safe. Looks like it's down to ya boys, Team Ice Cube and Ice Cube.
Come on, slow and steady, everybody.
What? No way. Team Ice Cube goes hard.
I stand by my brother Gelatin here. We are the greatest team the world has put together. Just look at how far we've come. We've faced enormous challenges. I'm not going to lie. Things have been hard for every single one of us. But when I look at my teammates, I see hope. I see strength. I see ingenuity. Fiery Junior, there's no one quite like you. We can do this.
Yeah! Team Ice Cube, transform! 33.
I'm tired. Come on, everybody. We're more than halfway. Just push through. Push through.
That's it. I can break out of here.
You can do it.
They said the things they did because they knew.
Go!
They knew that the only one who could free me was myself.
Wins! Team Ice Cube is up for elimination.
I'm out. I'm out!
Oh, now you're back. So convenient.
You tire me, and I don't get tired. Great, now I have to throw away my eulogies. Thanks a lot, Taco.
I'm keeping mine. In my eyes, they're still valid.
We won and I'm angry.
You didn't win, Taco.
It's okay, Bombi. You're only a little bit exploded.
Vote in the comments using a letter and square brackets under who deserves to be eliminated. Whoever gets the most votes will leave the show.
Wanna go back inside?
This is a 8th floor shopping center slide. Takes 7 seconds to get down. There's 8 floors. We're gonna go down there. Yes, shoot. Yeah.
I'll cut off your nutsack and nail it to my door! All right then, maggot! I am going to zip yourself! Guys, wait! Look! Put his boots! Put this! Put! Worms! Put this! Put! Whoa! Godspeed, you magnificent bastard! Put this! Up you go! gaming. Heavy gaming. What? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Push that giant button next to the JavaScript button.
Jab.
We arrived in '09 on a rainbow of hope, but 2010 blew it all up in smoke. From Tea Party rallies to banks going broke. So long to you, 2010.
You brought no jobs despite all my spending.
We passed healthcare, they shouted, reveal.
So old Joe went on national TV and said,
it's a real big deal. Earthquakes, volcanoes, bond bailouts in Greece. That well from BP gushed for 12 weeks. From blocks at ground zero to damn WikiLeaks. So long to you, 2010.
I passed finance reform, placed a justice, yet my ratings, they plunged through the floor. I got Ringel, McChrystal, and Karzai,
and no credit for ending a war. Don't ask, don't tell, Palin, Beck, Jihadin. Michelle taking cause she whizzed off the stage. Oh, 2010, we can't wait for you to jet like that guy from JetBlue. They shall act us real good in the midterm.
We were so sad when Ron said goodbye.
Russian spies, times where bombs, immigration. California just wants to get high. Inherited wars and mountains of debt. Gridlock politicians and nuclear threats. As president, that seems to be what you get.
That's why I want one.
He only wants one.
Just give me a damn cigarette. So long to you, 2010.
That's definitely gonna need stitches.
Расцветали яблони и груши, поплыли туманы над рекой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высот. Витер! Витер!
Выходите, не имеете права вы здесь снимать. Выходите.
Вы знаете, что ваши ставят там машину, я никому слова не говорю.
Витер!
Шейки-брики, шейки-брики, шейки-брики.
Seymour Skinner and his pal Superintendent Chalmers in another exciting adventure, the Albany Expression. The superintendent is headed to Skinner's house with the promise of a home-cooked roast beef meal.
Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions.
Ah, Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon.
Yeah.
Oh, ye gods! My roast is ruined! But what if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? Delightfully devilish, Seymour.
Seymour!
Superintendent. I was just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Isometric exercise. Care to join me?
Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Seymour?
Oh, that isn't smoke. It's steam. Steam from the steamed clams we're having. Steamed clams.
With Skinner's crazy explanation, will the superintendent need his medication? Be sure to tune in to the next exciting episode with Seymour Skinner. Seymour Skinner and his pal Superintendent Chalmers in another exciting adventure, the Albany Expression. You remember last time Chalmers arrived for an unforgettable luncheon. When Skinner discovered his roast was ruined, he concocted a plan to disguise fast food as his own cooking.
Superintendent, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers.
I thought we were having steamed clams.
No, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
You call hamburgers steamed hams?
Yes, it's a regional dialect.
What region?
Upstate New York.
Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anyone use the phrase steamed hams.
Oh, not in Utica. No, it's an Albany expression.
I see. You know, these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger.
Oh, no. Patented Skinner Burgers. Old family recipe.
For steamed hams. Yes, and you call them steamed hams despite the fact they are obviously grilled.
You know, one thing I should... Excuse me for 1 second.
Of course.
With Skinner's lame exaggeration, will there be trouble in town tonight? Be sure to tune in to the next exciting episode with Seymour Skinner. Seymour Skinner and his pal Superintendent Chalmers in another exciting adventure, the Albany Expression. You remember last time, after being grilled about the cooking method of his steamed hams, Skinner excused himself from the dining room.
Oh, well, that was wonderful. Good time was had by all. I'm pooped.
Yes, I should be. Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
Seymour, the house is on fire!
No, Mother, it's just the northern lights.
Well, Seymour, you are an odd fellow, but I must say, you steam a good ham.
And so ends the story of Seymour Skinner and his pal Superintendent Chalmers and the Albany Expression. Be sure to tune in to the next exciting episode with Seymour Skinner.
Yes, video games exclusive to new on DVD players. I know this is less movies for game consoles and more games for DVD players, but it's the new one. I'm not sure how organically I could bring any of this up elsewhere.
My uncle just died. Hey y'all, Scott here. I'm a gamer.
And if I learned anything from being a gamer, it's that I'll never learn. And if I gained anything from being a gamer, it's a lack of creativity. After my diagnosis today, I decided to stop any non-gaming activities to bask in Hot Topic. See, now you know I play video games because it's spread to my chest. Playing video games is hard work. That's why the term gamer exists. Because we all looked at doctors and said, we need a word too. So we have graphic t-shirts locked and loaded. There's no turning back now. I should dye my hair. I'm thinking Xbox Blue. Now that everybody can tell I play Donkey Kong, I'm ready for some new equipment. So I got these headphones. The cat ears distract you from my misery. Here's a new keyboard. You know, gamers type resignation letters too. This one has all kinds of colors involved. I should dye my hair. You know, the longer I game and the gamer I game, the more I realize this isn't a game. I need to start taking things seriously. Welcome to How I'll Be Remembered. This is a DX Racer Chair, the remarkably comfortable gaming experience, which is a huge upgrade for me as I normally game with, this knife up my ass. Now, thanks to my better half, I can game as any respecting gamer should. a shill. I love my DX Racer, almost as much as you should love hearing me say that. Just check out this before and after of my ass. And as a gamer, I should really prioritize what comes out of that thing. I don't think it's physically possible to say, I play Dig Dug, I have colon cancer. But as a gamer, anything is possible. This is G Fuel. The G stands for, guess what the G stands for? There's so many different flavors, like Knuckles and a tote bag. In the end, I went with Pepsi and the pickleball set. Oh, it's like coffee. Oh, you gotta put it in a liquid. I chose milk. And with that, I am officially over the limit as to what's legally considered gamer. One problem. Where are the video games? Well, lucky me, you, and the general population, us gamers have what scholars refer to as we can find video games. This is League of Legends, the world's biggest escort. I forgot to finish the P. Esports are a big deal. I mean, it's all I care about, which is why I haven't treated this wound in months. I've gone to every match, I get season tickets every year. You'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who has an esports poster as much as I do. Now, I've noticed that professional gamers are never playing single-player console games. It's always the free-to-play PC stuff, streamed to an audience of number, which is why I've created a Twitch.tv account. Now all I need to do is nail gamer lingo. Let's play League of Legends. So, wow, that was enough for my internet stardom to blossom into cult leadership. Look at all my new fans. They'll defend anything I do. Watch. This has opened up a world of possibilities for me as a gamer. Like getting my very own controversies. I didn't know it was a slur. I just thought it was an insult. But I can also start collaborating with other streamers, such as Vinaigrette, Gigafink, Redacted, Big Stinky, Stinky, Redacted, and Squump. I am horrified and technically disgusted by the actions of Squump. I will never play Minecraft with him again. Now that I've made apologies and they seem sincere, companies can sleep well at night working with me. Opera GX, the web browser for gamers. Now all I need is a laundromat. I love how this browser is designed specifically for my needs. My needs being spyware. Look at this. I have all these quick tabs on the side to access vital info, like my network speeds and the latest Twitch streams. I can multitask like never before, which is great because us gamers don't have time to manually switch apps. Just look at my scheduled t-shirt. Oh, while I read my latest summons, I can tune into the latest Gigafink streams. No, never mind! I noticed many fellow gamers are sponsored by Opera GX, much like how many are sponsored by G Fuel. That was my own way of saying that was pretty fucking good. And sure, much like how Opera GX has privacy issues, G Fuel may cause cancer. Never say us gamers don't suffer, especially when we get paid to do so. We don't ask for much, just RGB lighting and... Nope, that's it. I never said gamers couldn't be lonely. I said they couldn't do anything about it. So let that loneliness fuel your gamer instincts. I may have nobody, but I can play a mean Luigi's Mansion 3. And hey, I found a great workaround. If I ever get lonely, I'll just keep myself company by buying myself another computer monitor. This is great! I can game on one screen while having a couple dozen more. Bought a Stream Deck. What is a gamer? Obviously one who games, you may say, though I think it goes much deeper than that. Are you angered easily by those better and worse than you? Is your personality defined by leaning into one hobby so much that unhealthy habits are considered quirks others just have to accept about you? Do you need to have all the options in the world for maximum productivity when you don't even have more than one thing to do at a time? Look, I have this button open up Twitch. Damn it! You know, most of these products are marketed towards gamers as if they're a unique subset of human being that needs very specific things to breathe properly. I don't think I need to prove how gamer I am with all this. Just because I played Kirby Star Allies doesn't mean I need to buy an overpriced, uncomfortable chair. I love video games, but I'm not gonna let that define me. I am so much more than that. I also suck at pickleball.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think.
Jolik Tormos! Tormos tam taka pedalka! Woke up this morning, sandwich was gone.
Didn't leave no note. Nothing to go on.
Looked
under the covers, under the sheet. Now Heavy's broken-hearted, he's got nothing to eat. We got the sandwich blues, way down in our soul. We got the sandwich blues, way down in our soul. This can't be happening, things are out of control.
Gotta have a plan. Where are we gonna look?
In so many places, we could write a book. I've been to California, I've been to Peru.
But Heavy still got nothing. What are we going to do?
We got the sandwich blues, way down in our soul. These are some sandwich blues, things are taking a toll. This can't be happening, Heavy is out of control. Please stop it, Heavy.
Met a mysterious woman. She's even got a hat.
We were really hoping she'd tell us where it's at.
She met us on a boat, she met us in a bar. But we ain't got no sandwich, we only got a car. We got the sandwich blues, way down in our soul. We know it's the sandwich blues, don't need to take the pole.
If we don't find it soon, Heavy going to eat and throw.
Dogs hallucinating, things are getting worse. Spies cogitating, maybe it's a curse.
Edmund's intimidating. She's nobody's nurse.
If we don't find the sandwich, Heavy's gonna need a hearse. We got the sandwich blues, way down in our soul. It's still the sandwich blues, you could put it on a scroll.
Down there style sandwich. Say it in Espanol.
You got to help us find it. You got to help us search.
Who could be behind it? Maybe buy some merch? Please, you gotta help us. Don't leave us in the lurch. If we could find the sandwich, we would even go to church. We got the sandwich blues, way down in our soul. These are some sandwich blues. It's like being on parole. Help us find the sandwich. There is no higher goal.
It was 1945. I was with the American delegation at Yalta, where President Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, and Stalin met to decide the fate of post-war Europe.
Can I have Romania?
Sure.
Okay.
Can we jump on your belly?
Okay.
Boingy, 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 boingy.
Then Stalin wanted to jump on Churchill's belly.
Boingy, 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 boingy.
Spectacular's oatmeal raisin, but I'll have to deal with it.
Okay, that's really concerning.
Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line.
My tools are almost broken. It'd probably be a good idea to get some more iron before it becomes night. Pretty dark down there though. I can barely see a thing. Oh my... It's okay. It's just cave sounds. I can barely see anything down here. Oh yeah, wait, torches. That's better. I think my mine is just up here. Alright, I better be quick if I want to get enough iron before it turns night. Oh, there's some iron already. Alright, 2 vein. What the? No, I'm not doing this. That is the natural world generation. Okay, I need to calm down. And if I've learned anything from horror movies, it's that if you ignore your problems, they go away. And I don't really want to go back up. Wait, where did that fog come from? It doesn't matter. Better just keep mining. I'm watching you. No, I'm not doing this today. Creepy dark staircase it is. I don't remember it being this dark. Oh yeah, torches. Alright, it's just cave sounds. Minecraft is a kid's game. Oh, its surface is right there. Okay, no need to panic. It was probably just a visual glitch. But just to be safe, I'm not going down there again. It'll be night soon. I should probably start working on my base. It doesn't have to be pretty, just enough to get me through the night. Alright, crafting table. And I can craft a bed too. Can't forget the windows and the door. You know what? I have some fair wood. I might as well make my house look a bit nicer. Maybe it'll convince the mobs to steer clear of it. I almost forgot to add a roof. That would have ended poorly. It's about to become night, so I should probably light up the area quickly. Wouldn't want any mobs spawning. And it's already night. Okay, I better be quick. Just a few torches around my base to stop mobs like zombies, skeletons, or spiders, or what? I could have sworn there was a forest here. Okay, I think it would be a good idea to sleep. I'm getting a bad feeling about being out here. Might as well just block up the windows and doors to be safe. Okay, we made it. Everything is fine. Has to be a reasonable explanation for all of this. I mean, I might as well make use of the extra wood here. It'll be useful for expanding my base later. I could probably clear the forest in a few days, and then I can move on from all this weird stuff that keeps happening. Okay, it's night time. That's probably enough for now. I can finish tomorrow. I don't know why, but this place really creeps me out. There's something about it that just feels off. Anyway, I got a lot of wood from it, so maybe things aren't all bad. Alright, we're back. I'm just in time for mob. You can run, but you can't hide. No, I think I'm going to hide, actually. For some reason, this doesn't make me feel much better. I need to be logical here. This is just a kid's game. There's nothing to worry about. But just to be safe, I'll put it on peaceful. Okay, there's no more monsters anymore, and at least I get some free signs from it. Alright. What? You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. I swore I turned the difficulty to peaceful. Alright, that's probably just a bug. I'll just block myself in and wait out the night. Oh yeah, torches. I keep forgetting about them. Okay, surely there isn't anything out there anymore. Run. Okay, no, I'm not doing this. Open LAN, cheats, game mode creative, and there's nothing there. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. Anyway, there's no point throwing away a perfectly good world over a few signs. If I can't sleep, I guess I'll just have to go mining again. This time, I'll put down lots of torches and block myself in just to be safe. It's just cave sounds. It's nothing to worry about though. I'll just turn them down. Huh? They're already muted. No, I'm done. This world is cursed. I'm deleting it and moving on with my life. No more creepy noises, no more weird signs, tunnels, or whatever. Okay. I don't remember there being sounds on the main menu. You know, let's just turn all of them down to be safe. Maybe that's what's doing it. Alright, that's better. No, not better. No more Minecraft. I'm a Roblox YouTuber now. Such riveting content. No. Leave. Power off. Well, I guess there's only one remaining option. Fleeing the country and starting a new life in the mountains under a new name and identity. Finally, no more creepy noises, no more mysteries, and no more... Wait, what does that sound?
Come on, pass him along.
Yeah, I might just go ahead and do the next level myself.
What? Why?
No reason. Just feel like I'm on a roll. Gotta keep the ball rolling.
Ha! Don't be silly. We all need to chip in and...
I should go.
Look, I don't know what you're trying to pull here, mister, but us Yoshis gotta work together if we're gonna save this kid.
You're shedding. We don't shed.
I don't know.
Are your parents siblings or something?
What? Don't be ridiculous. My mom is my dad's mom.
Wow. Listen, I don't know if I'm comfortable leaving a baby with someone of your, health.
How dare you judge... So, are you gonna hand him over, or are we just gonna keep goofing around?
Did you just die? I can't leave you in charge if you're gonna die.
I don't see what that has to do with any... Give me the f***ing baby!
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included. Book now with Jet2 Holidays. Package holidays you can trust. Aptra National Protected.
Jib-jab.
Mr. President, you've had quite a year. Can you tell us what you're thinking as it draws to a close?
With hurricanes and terrorists, it's been hard to just get by. Here's hoping the year 206 turns out better than 205. Well, Kim Jong is throwing fits and the shuttle's on the fritz. There's an intifada brewing in the Gaza Strip. All the deficits are rising and Europe hates my guts. And industrial America is going bankrupt. There is a great sense of urgency. We've got to squash the insurgency. My approval rating's in a dive. Hope it's not another year like 205. A leak investigation got my White House in a snarl. There's a special prosecutor after my friend Carl, and our energy dependency has put me in a bind. Now don't worry about Alaska, it'll be just fine. My appointee was a big flop. The housing market is about to pop.
With record profits at the pump.
I drive an SUV and take it in the rump.
All of our jobs gone overseas.
Each week I make $1.73.
From Katrina, FEMA, Gitmo 2. The last thing I need now is the avian flu. Cause every problem in the world lands right here on my desk. I tried to get to Crawford, even there couldn't get no rest. From pirates in Somalia to that nut job in Iran. It's hard to rule the free world, but I'm doing the best I can. With same-sex marriage, stem cell scooter, Libby, Tom Dilly. Here's hoping the year 206 brings a few more brighter days. Wow, say that again.
Of the years that have passed in time, no there has ever been one like 09. 43 was pushed out the door. and 44's a bit darker than before. There was fraud in Afghanistan, and a Twitter revolt in Iran. There was Crowley and Gates, and don't forget John and Kate. Well, there was never a year like '09. Yes, there were packed town halls and finger-biting walls. There's gonna be a public option. Wait, it's out. No, wait, it's in. All Governor Palin quit. Bill Clinton picked up chicks while the swine flu wrapped around the globe. Yes, there were late-night lusts and auto kings went bust. In the Hudson, Captain Sully made a splash. Michael hit the bomb. There wasn't a Huckle bomb. 209 wasting so long. Olympic bids were spurned and Michael Vick's returned. Fred Barbie's coming back. No, wait, he's out. No, wait, he's in. Joe Wilson yelled, "You lie!" Balloon Boy soared so high.
I run a burnt-out bankrupt Golden State.
We spent the kitchen sink to pull back from the brink. We learned that Kerry puts on quite a solo show. Was he hiking trails or chasing hot, sexy tail? Where did Governor Sanford go? There was change at the highest court. A wise Latina named Sotomayor. And a surprise Nobel Award. For what nobody was really quite sure. Muammar Gaddafi fumed, free won't say how with the moon. Farewell 09, you'll be over real soon.
We hope you rest in peace. Billy Mays, Patrick Swayze, Walter Farah, and Senator Ted Kennedy, Farrah, king of pop. We really like your movie.
Play 'em off, keyboard man. Sure, there's stuff we missed. Like Levi Johnston's Johnson, that's it for our list. He's gonna let us finish, yes, it's the end, but we'll do it again in the year 2010.
boingy, 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 boingy,
What do you think about it today? That means clouds are like tennis. Like a golf ball. Tennis court, golf, tennis court, golf. Interventions.
No oxygen. Rocky has a vomiting problem.
Yes, everything seems ridiculous to me. BT is not to me either.
That's great.
Why do we celebrate? Do not add.
I hate stupid people.
Beware. What is this player doing here?
I want to warn you that your organization has lost its name. Visit the cakes and pastries to see who finds them.
Then from my side, not KK in our society, what you do and 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 do.
They received the majority of the votes of the party. I saw the missing cherry.
It happened to him.
Golf and shooting have victory pine. Do you want to use it now?
Is
Remember that the volume is ignored when you use it.
not used.
Everything is good.
37-foot brown polo has 2 toes securely.
Wayo. Yes, do I have cookies?
Bread is very expensive and turns out to be nothing. This is not a good cake. dangerous things with fire.
That's great.
And Quinny has 5 healthy
That's
votes.
great.
Golf Ball and Rocky received 12 and 15 votes respectively with a signal of progress. This bay is therefore one of the top 3.
See you for sure.
Golf Ball and Stone Chewing Gum makes you loud and beats you and your team.
We choose Rocky from our team. GB is not going anywhere. I think golf is good because all girls are good and boys are good.
I thought the day was Rocky because of the robot camera. I'm not a good fighter, so I like Rocky a lot.
GB says I have a small computer. Then I said Rocky.
Yes, no problem, so I told Rocky.
Goodbye, Short Gal.
Rocky is amazing. The current success rate is 7,133% and 0.000%.
Reduced to 13 people. Oven for 10 people.
You have a new ladder to lift you up.
Everyone has to work hard to start the next race.
I think this is the best.
Kill me.
It has.
It has everything except for the ugly tennis ball. So I like this ball on my belt. All games in the belt. After all, you want to look at the tricks.
Yes, I love magicians. Follow him.
Okay, Captain. Lol.
It has.
And the 11th battle was a watershed. The last remaining team wins.
Yes, it should be easy.
Oh, I have a bag full of nails. What others can throw, help yourself, and find work.
Stop crying. This is a big danger for the 7 men. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
It does not look like it. Had to work harder because there was no phone.
That's great.
Whoa! Whoa!
ID.
Whoa!
It is true.
Pink balloons. Blue is for you.
Please be different. I think pink is more masculine.
But our team's color is red. Are our balloons red and not pink?
Red balls are very expensive.
Ow, you're down here too.
In other words, everyone just smalled.
Complex. Look at the soft fruit. Oh, she. Oh, she. Oh, she.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm a cold killer.
Church keeper.
It has. This bag protects you.
I miss your name.
So how can you live without revelation?
Oh.
Can you speak English?
Do it.
Can be.
Look at the meaning of the boxer, says Bassoon. If you get it.
The wine doubled, and the name was lost again. Voters voted for 2 of the most popular voting groups, fair, Kenny, and tennis, on grapes.
Maybe we should go now. I have to run.
Easy to say. In the 9 series, I let the camera get a little lost.
Yeah, but now I'm back.
I do not want to be here anymore.
Do you think you saw something? I've been here 16 months. I want to go now. He heard. It is sealed.
Oh, like a bicycle. There is no way out now.
Open Nolan every day for 5 minutes. This is our chance to escape.
Hello everyone, keep quiet. And he stopped talking about
You
running.
can trust me. Do you hear everything we say when it comes to green
Oh no.
blocks?
I mean, he still knows I called him.
Hey, Pencil, how's
I
it
think
going?
the what you just said was really offensive. That's right. That's because you don't say anything. Not gonna
Stories are enough for everyone. Follow me, we make donuts.
Dough on the line.
Oh, scary.
Do not be afraid of tennis balls. There is nothing to fear.
I recently drastically reduced my budget. Therefore, only one recommended character per sender is allowed. There are cookies instead.
Crackers are ready to be mined. Right.
If you are safe, I will give you a cookie blocker. If you did not receive a cookie blocker, you will be killed.
Oh, sorry. I got scared.
But the bubble. Do not worry, the 5 were not ready to be removed. Everyone gets a cookie.
Hello, sender. Can you vote?
Yes, let's get started. Remember that the one who gets the most votes will be eliminated.
I vote in favor of Ice Cube because it is my opposite.
The ice cube has one sound and the show lasts 3 times. Next is the bubble.
Well, because of our relationship, I could not vote for Ice Cube, and Levi was so kind with her gift that I voted for
Looks like I did not know you've taken bribes and cons.
vote for tennis balls, but it's so confusing, and that's it.
Spot.
What or what? Why do people not love me?
They do not like your hand.
What are these little things?
Either way, it means the ice cubes are safe at once so you can chew cookies.
And our relationship continues the next day.
However, Leafy and Tennis Ball each have 2 votes, so you need to bring it out. Leaf Tennis Ball, the first ball that bounces off the stand is saved, and the second ball is destroyed. No. He gets a cookie cutter if he wins the cards. Then remove the tennis ball.
When I ran out of tennis balls.
But as you know, someone gets involved in the game.
Oh no.
Voters can choose from 30 characters. Find out which of the games will be recorded.
Hello, everyone. Let's get to it. So we got a total of 450 votes.
The person with the most votes will take part in the contest.
It is me.
They also get those yellow tomatoes. As a result, all 30 people received at least 3 votes.
Good to know.
In Roboti, he has only 2. Naley, Tree, Barth, Baggins, So received only 3 votes. Cloudy and Bale received only 4 votes. Watches and Basketball won 5 votes. Baloney, Abby, and Pillow each received 6 votes. Remote, Grassy, and Pie each received 7 votes. He is 15 o'clock.
Well, I know I will win.
You accidentally got 8 votes by passing 8 balls. Dictionary, you also have 8 votes, but that's not enough to win.
What or what? But when I look at myself, the dictionary says, who won the Island of Dreams?
The octopus and the point score 9 votes. Door 2.
Fanny got 10 votes. And Robot Flower got 11.
Those who did not also get 11 votes.
And you missed.
When? On TV, you only have 13 votes, which is not enough. was the only cannibal in Freeze to get an incredible 17 votes. There are currently only 5 of you. Despite her request to play Ruby Begs and Begs, only 22 people voted for you.
Really? But I really want to be in the game.
If you get people to vote multiple times, you get 206 votes, but that's not the case. Green Evil. Only 34 people thanked you for your evil. Nicole, you may be a new coin, but with 43 votes you are not a beginner. The game now features Pompey or David. From now on I will open my voice.
David, you win.
Management!
He heard. Where do you send the most important characters you could not win to the narrator?
They laughed.
Why? What's interesting?
There is nothing interesting.
Welcome to the game. David, your score is 0.
Jokes?
However, it is still above average.
Fantastic. The scoreboard looks different.
Yes, I had to reduce it to reduce my budget. Therefore, you can include 2 numbers.
Oh no!
18 competition is apparently competitive.
Bet.
You will be in the tournament category. Let's start. No.
Spot.
Limey Rokas.
P-L-C lid will open after 3 minutes. What do you suggest to get away with?
Why not just postpone him to leave? Sounds good, but we all need to work together.
Congratulations, David.
God, no soft shoes.
An incredible fact. I'm glad you like it. Despite other events, it is good not to be surrounded by friends who pick me up, accept offers of friendship and love, and do not throw it at me.
I wanted to say that these shoes are hard to see.
Bubble wins.
So the end of the first round. Rock, Pencil, David, and Babe will fall in the second round.
Exhibitions
in the background descended from the lake.
This is not a good thing.
No. Well, I see trees. They block us until we fall into the lake.
Spot.
Sure. You cannot catch me.
Pencil wins.
People, double click. This is the only way to save.
Congratulations, David. This means that the final eye alignment will be between Pencil and David.
Is that true?
Oh, that's it. Speed.
Come with a pencil and you could win it.
Close your eyes. Yes. Look at this. Sha. So I can win the game and I can win the game.
No ice cubes.
What do you look like?
Are you asking what to combine? I admitted it. Tiny loser Cam looks like an escape.
It's your fault.
The competition for the latest stylizations has been going on for a long time.
Oh no. Everyone drowns. Hasanus, what do you think?
So we press the help button and they send help teams to save us, right?
Eraser, no first aid.
What do you look like?
Wow, it's been 11 hours and no one has cut yet.
Yes, I know. Pencil, or do you still hurt your eyes?
Number, Oh, NGB-Emu, what happened today?
Yes, what are you beating? Have you always thought you were cute and not throwing away a gift? This isn't wise. You are the worst person in the world.
Oh no! It looks like it's all over.
Hey, what's the light? Before sunrise. As well as repeatedly.
David's allergic to sunrises.
Management! So I won.
Yes, you get a pencil. Now that the game is over, it's time to claim your prizes. The finalists were Spung, Fairy, Ice Cube, and Lifey. Each person gets 5 points. Rock and Babel reached the semi-finals each with 15 points. And David was amazed at his first race. Second place. You get 30 points.
Management!
Finally a pencil.
What?
You win and get 60 points.
Oh god, yes. Is this true? What do you look like?
You have already mentioned that voters can only have 2 numbers.
Yeah.
As always, you vote for the 3 participants with the lowest score. And this time between Spung, Fiery, and Pencil. Add a comment to this video to vote. Voting ends 2011 June 10th. The 19 series will be shown in 2011. The 1st of July, 2011. The 1st of July. Do not miss the calendar.
The opening shot is a little confusing and a little unreal. That sense of unreality is because nearly every shot in this video is being played back at the wrong speed. We filmed this section at 30 frames a second, but it's being played back at 24, 80% of normal speed. So it just seems a little bit off. Plus, we're using rapid cuts with no continuity between them, different clothes, different locations, different everything. We've also got some cutaways in extreme slow motion, because it looks spectacular, and because it lets me do a moody stare into the distance without having to hold it for so long that it becomes awkward. It also lets us fit in some product placement. Some of the shots aren't slow motion, though. This is being played back faster than real time, so that the dancers seem more synchronized and precise than they really are. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're good, but with the speed change, their movements look superhuman. Also, there are dancers, because having attractive people move in attractive ways makes the video more appealing. We couldn't afford a wind machine for this shot, so we bought a leaf blower from a hardware store. We kept the receipt, so we can return it after we're done. The trouble with filming everything in the wrong frame rate is that my voice won't sound right, so the vocal track for this was pre-recorded in a studio, and I'm lip-syncing it at the wrong speed. If my lips don't quite match up at some point, we'll just cut to another take or to a completely random slow-mo shot of an object being destroyed, and no one will care. Actually, this isn't the studio where we recorded the vocal track. I recorded this weeks ago, so we could plan everything, but we didn't film that session, so we had to go to this separate recording studio to fake that footage. This microphone isn't even plugged in.
We're now about 2/3 of the way through, so here's a middle eight from me, the featured artist, in an attempt to cross-promote us. Our schedules didn't match up, so this was all filmed separately. Despite that, we're still trying to convince everyone that Tom and I met up, are great friends, and are definitely in the same room.
This is the part where we break up the video with a bit of diegetic audio, just so people can't rip the whole thing off YouTube. This isn't actually a party. It may look like we're having a spectacular time, as that's the image we want to project, but in reality, we are on our 15th take. Everyone would quite like to go home. This final section is important, though, because it resolves the question at the start: why am I falling into a swimming pool? Because ending the same way we started makes the audience think that there's a sensible, circular narrative that ties everything together, even if there isn't. You can't buy this on iTunes or stream it on Spotify. It's not a song.
LEGO Racers 2 tries to innovate. Oh boy, let the future know it all started here. You son of a bitch.
Hi, my name is Jick. My friends call me Todd, but my real name is Scott. Bankruptcy is in the air, and I took full advantage of it at the last minute. This right here is what us Ohioans referred to as a Toys R Us. Toys R Us came out of the closet and declared bankruptcy, and here we are mere months after the store decided to f*** out.
Yeah, when Toys R Us was closing, I realized I could finally fulfill one of my 4 goals in life, to be the last customer at Toys R Us ever. It was crazy. It was like a building, like a giant cube, 4 sides, 1 top. I had a blast feeling superior to everybody else. Just the mere idea of being the last customer at a store is a quick and easy addition to any ego. So in terms of the last products bought at a Toys R Us, first up, here's the credit card that I used. Feel free to put that in the history books. I picked up Delivery Man starring Vince Vaughn and an adapter for a breast pump. I can't wait to tell everybody that I was Toys R Us's last customer. It's just something that defines me now.
Man, ever since we were kids, he told me he'd be the last guy in a Toys R Us. He did what?
Alright, I know what you're thinking. What deranged evil spirit possessed me to make this video? How can I expect to get away with making a video like this when some people lost their minds over a reference to the bystander effect in my cheater video? Am I aware how doing something like this makes me look? And those are all valid questions, they really are. But I have a better question. What class would Hitler have made?
I am Adolf Hitler, command of the Third Reich. Little known fact, also 2 points a mic.
If you were to actually entertain such a ridiculous question and not immediately click off to find a better use for your time, one of the 9 classes probably popped in your head right away. Maybe the characters that the most evil people tend to play, such as Pyro or Sniper. Perhaps the characters played by people with the largest egos, such as Spy or Sniper. Or the characters played by people who talk the most shit, such as Scout or Sniper. But I'm here today to try my best to figure out, based on actual historical facts only, what would happen if the Mustache Man were alive today, you sat him down in front of a computer with TF2 pulled up, and forced him to play every class? Which one would be his favorite? Let's run through this hypothetical. Assuming that Hitler is given a brief overview of the characters themselves as well as their arsenals, I think that he would instantly gravitate towards the medic for obvious reasons. Hitler was a German nationalist, meaning he took great pride in being German and viewed those who weren't as lesser than him and his people. Even though he was born in Austria, he'd look at the medic as a fellow German and everyone else as inferior to himself and the medic. Now, considering Hitler would have never played a video game before, as they didn't exist before the end of his life, he would not be very good at TF2, let alone the medic. But he would have one thing going for him, and that's his actual military experience. Not as a dictator, but as an infantryman. Now, I don't want this to turn into a long, boring history lesson, but it turns out that Hitler was probably pretty good at not getting killed. During the first battle of Ypres, 40,000 men, part of the 9 newly enlisted divisions, were killed or injured, which was nearly half of them. Specifically, Hitler's regiment entered the battle with 3,600 soldiers and left with only 611. And within 2 months, Hitler's own company of 250 people had only 42 still standing, one of which was Hitler. Assuming he's capable of applying this skill of staying alive on the battlefield to a video game, this would really benefit him as a medic player. While a lot of other classes are encouraged to make risky plays and throw themselves in harm's way to get value and have an impact on the game, medic is best played by preserving your own life over everyone else's. In this regard, if we skip past the part where he struggles to get a hang of the controls of a first-person shooter, Hitler would probably enjoy himself as medic and actually provide some use to his team. Medic isn't very mechanically difficult, more so strategically, and Hitler has some experience as a strategist. You might be a little confused as to why his character is speaking in mostly English and would have no clue what he's saying most of the time unless he plays with the German dub of the game, but every once in a while he'd hear medic say a German word and probably pog at the screen or something. He may also take some sort of sick pleasure in shooting non-Germans with needles and go battle medic for a round or two until he gets bored of it. But eventually he would succumb to the medic experience of becoming incredibly frustrated with your useless teammates, probably yell some racist shit in voice chat, and finally decide to try out a different class. Of the 8 classes remaining, 7 of them are confirmed to be from countries that opposed Germany during the Second World War. The only one who isn't is the Pyro. Hitler would probably be very reluctant to play as any character that isn't German, and since Pyro's identity, race, and nationality are unknown, Hitler would likely just assume that the Pyro is German, or at least make up his own little headcanon that he is. He might also see Pyro's gas mask and think that he's the most well-equipped class on the team. While the mask serves no actual gameplay function in TF2, gas masks were very useful and often necessary for troops to have during both World Wars, and were commonly used by German soldiers. There was also an instance during World War I in which Hitler was temporarily blinded and lost his voice from a mustard gas attack. So again, he might see Pyro's gas mask and think, oh yeah, I'm gonna need that, despite its lack of actual gameplay function. He may also be drawn to the Pyro due to his method of killing. I don't really want to make jokes about it, like the Holocaust was fucking terrible, but people were burned alive. Based on all that, I think the Pyro would easily be Hitler's second choice. And Pyro's very easy for beginners. He'd probably manage to get some WM1 kills, struggle to understand how air blast works, and ultimately become frustrated with the fact that he's limited to close range. Keep in mind that World War I combat was mostly trench warfare. You have 2 opposing sides sitting in trenches that they dug in the ground miles apart, taking pot shots at each other with rifles, which is why I think it's likely that Hitler might prefer the gameplay of Sniper over Pyro. Plus, Australia's beef was more with Japan than it was Germany in World War II. Now, I can't really seem to find any information on whether or not Hitler was, like, cracked when it comes to shooting guns and accuracy or anything like that, but if we assume that he could at least hit his shots in real life, and we assume that partially translates to clicking on heads in a video game, he would be a decent sniper. That skill of preserving his own life would come into play yet again, since Sniper isn't one of those characters where you're forced to put yourself in danger to get value. In fact, you're encouraged not to. He might have some relaxing game where he just chills in the back while his team pushes forward, taking great pleasure in blowing the heads off of all the inferior non-German folk, maybe shedding a tear when he drops a medic. But eventually, he'd shit his diaper the moment he runs into a sniper that's better than him, or bitch at his team for failing to protect him from a flanking scout or spy. Speaking of spy, I think he would be the next class that Hitler tries. Out of the remaining races of the other mercenaries, it seemed like Hitler hated French people the least. This video is so fucking strange, I cannot believe I'm saying all this. The French are fairly similar to Germans and happen to be neighbors, so let's say he picks spy next. I'm pretty confident in saying that out of every class, the spy is the most difficult for a new player to fully grasp. Even if you're good at the game and fully understand how spy works, you're gonna struggle to play him effectively if you don't have that experience. But even putting all that aside, spy's mechanics would be full of stuff that someone from the 1940s would be pretty unfamiliar with. Invisibility, sappers, basically shape-shifting. The spy of TF2 is nothing like what a traditional real-life spy is like, and would probably completely subvert Hitler's expectations in what I would expect to be a bad way. He might think it's cool, but he would probably also be disappointed that stuff like that still doesn't actually exist in the real world yet. In terms of the class's playstyle, I could see him being interested with the idea of it, but quickly becoming frustrated and wanting to move on to something else. Continuing with the theme of Hitler picking his next class based on race, I believe that the 3 Americans would be up next, starting with the engineer. I feel like Hitler might not be too excited to play the engineer. As someone who's never really played or heard of a video game before, he might think that it's like actual engineering, which I don't really think he has much interest in. After all, he's a painter, not a mechanic. However, obviously, playing engineer is nothing like being an engineer in real life. If anything, it's more similar to being like, I don't know, a military commander or something. Something that Hitler was, but he was not really that very good at least from what I've read. Of course, playing engineer in Team Fortress 2 is way easier than leading a military. But here's what I'll say about engineer. The quality and enjoyment of your first engineer TF2 experience rides pretty heavily on the map you play on. Like if you're attacking on Frontier and you've never played engineer before, you're gonna have a pretty hard time getting anything done. But defending on Barn Blitz would be a different story. So for the sake of this video, let's assume that the Führer's first time playing engineer would take place on good old 2 Fort. That's right, he's gonna get the classic sit around and do nothing for a few hours, capture the flag experience. If you're for whatever reason unfamiliar, like I was under the impression that this was a universal memory for anyone who's ever touched this game, but I could be wrong, this is what I'm talking about. You load into a 2-4 server, you pick engineer, you build up a level 3 sentry gun in your base's courtyard or the intel room and a surrounding nest, and then you just sit around and wait for something to happen, occasionally killing a scout that's desperate to cap the intel and end the game with your sentry. I speculate that for a while, this could very well be one of Hitler's favorites, just sitting around and doing basically nothing, understanding the basics of engineer in a relaxed environment, racking up sentry kills on clueless free-to-plays and friendlies, but eventually he would have to come face to face, or rather face to mask, with a spy. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really get that angry at video games, not nearly as much as I used to, but if there's one thing that does infuriate me to no end, it's playing engineer on a team that completely fails to support me. Engineers are very valuable to the team and should be treated as such. Protect them while they build up their nest. Make sure they don't need the ammo pack you're about to pick up. Just be considerate of them. Stole medal from the engineer. I made up Hitler. Unfortunately for Hitler, the vast majority of players are not considerate of their engineers, so as soon as he steps out of 2-Fort and into the real world, I kinda sound like a broken record saying this, but he would quickly become frustrated yet again and swap to Scout. Here's the thing about Scout, okay? And this is my opinion. Scout is kinda hard. It's difficult to get good at utilizing your movement advantage, and it's difficult to get good at hitting meat shots consistently. I'm not great at Scout, and I've been playing this game for years. However, the other thing about Scout is that I think out of all the classes, he is the most fun to play when you're not performing well. Even if you completely suck, it is just fun to run and jump around as Scout. It is, it's fun, and everyone likes having fun, even the monster behind the Holocaust. So there you go, Hitler would probably have fun playing Scout, getting the hang of slightly more advanced movement, missing most of his shots, but occasionally getting a kill to send dopamine coursing through his veins while being considerably less likely to get angry and freak the fuck out. Next, he would pick Soldier, probably very reluctantly with the knowledge of Soldier's character, a true American patriot, an American nationalist even. Thankfully for Hitler, this wouldn't have much impact on gameplay since he doesn't speak English and wouldn't understand Soldier's voice lines, some of which would undoubtedly make him very upset.
You just got dominated, Fritz. I'm gonna mail my boot to the Kaiser with your ass around it. America wins again. One time I killed a man in Germany. After the war.
After playing Soldier for a few minutes, he might even completely forget about his patriotic personality and get lost in the pleasurable experience that is shooting feet. Similarly to Pyro, Soldier is pretty easy for beginners. Of course, to play him effectively, it takes some more experience, but it's no secret that a new player can pick up Soldier and do well. You just shoot the ground and you'll at least do something. Pair this easy method of attack with Hitler's strategic experience and ability to preserve his own life, he might be sad to admit that he enjoys playing one of Uncle Sam's finest quite a bit. However, when he starts to see soldiers with more skill and experience than him doing stuff like rocket jumping, air shots, or even market gardening, he'll be met with a frustrating experience when he tries to replicate it himself, and you should know by this point how Adolf deals with frustrating experiences. Finally, we're left with two people that Hitler would view with a venomous hatred, a Russian and a black guy. I know that Hitler really fucking hates Russians like a lot, so I thought I'd ask Google if he would despise a Russian more or a black Scotsman more, and surprisingly, but also unsurprisingly, the answer is probably Russians. So Demo Man gets to go before Heavy. And to be honest, I don't really know what to say about Demo Man in the context of this video. Like, Demo Man isn't really that hard, I guess, as long as you know what you're doing, but Hitler wouldn't know what he's doing. Unless whoever is the Hitler Wrangler in this scenario, you know, the Hitler Wrangler, the guy that tells him about the classes and stuff so he can pick which ones he wants to play first, unless that guy instructs Hitler on how to sticky spam, I don't really think he would vibe with Demo Man. I don't really see him getting frustrated, just being like, yeah, I don't know, I don't like this, and then moving on. And lastly, we end off with the Heavy. So when it comes to Heavy, as soon as you figure out that Mouse 2 revs your gun without firing, and you understand how to use this to your advantage, Heavy becomes like the easiest class in the game. Not the best class in the game, let me make that very clear, but the easiest, with the exception of when there's a competent spy and or sniper on the opposing team. And I really think that's what it comes down to. When there's no sniper or spy to fuck up his heavy gaming, Hitler would be like, shit, I'm actually kind of enjoying this Russian dude. But when there is a sniper or spy, he'd be like... So now that Hitler has played all 9 classes at least once, which one is he going to take a liking to and decide to main? Well, personally, I believe that he would believe that he was right with his first pick, the medic. He just ticks too many boxes for what I speculate Hitler wants in a TF2 main. German? Check. Not mechanically challenging? Check. Strategically challenging? Check. Risk-averse? Check. There's one more sort of subtle aspect about Medic that I think someone like Hitler might appreciate, but it actually has to do with voice chat, kind of. It's not uncommon for Medic to be portrayed as a sort of leader or commander in SFM media and stuff, like Live and Let Spy, The Sound of Medicine, End of the Line, kinda, Expiration Date, kinda, Meet the Medic, kinda. If he's not a commanding figure, he's at least this anchor to rally the team together. And that dynamic is somewhat true in-game as well. Your teammates have some level of trust in you based simply on the fact that that they rely on you for healing. You don't have to be playing medic and healing them, but you're choosing to, and most people have respect for that in and of itself. And you can kind of use that respect to command your teammates on what to do, when to push, where to push, when to fall back, what to do with your Uber. Obviously, they're not always going to listen to you, nor do they have to, but even something as simple as verbally encouraging or hyping up your Uber patient, telling them to get in there and fuck shit up can be genuinely helpful. So Hitler was very notorious for giving very empowering speeches, I suppose. I should probably say this at this point in the video. I don't really think that I have to, but just in case someone gets the wrong idea, I obviously do not condone anything that Hitler did. I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I don't think Hitler was a cool guy or any other positive adjective. Fuck Hitler, okay? Yes, I know, I'm very brave to say something like that. But yeah, these speeches he gave were obviously horrible, but they were persuasive and uplifting enough to rally together the German people to support him and do what he said, and what he thought was best for his country, which just so happened to be terrible racist atrocities. One might say that this was a skill or talent for Adolf Hitler, and perhaps maybe he could apply this talent to TF2 and give his infamous speeches over voice chat, bringing the team together to win the game as he heals them. Once Hitler gets a taste of such a rewarding experience, finally getting to know what winning a war feels like, and being the one responsible for bringing that victory to your team, he would love it. He could very well become addicted to it and want to play Medic in Team Fortress 2 every day, so there you have it. Which TF2 class would Adolf Hitler have mained? The answer is probably Medic, and I think second place would go to Scout, while third place would go to Sniper. But hey, if you know something I don't, and you think I went wrong somewhere in my schizophrenic speculations, tell me what you think the answer is, and why. Before I really close this out, I think I want to make this a series. It could be fun, just trying to figure out what class a random famous person might main based on what's known about them. It doesn't have to be another dictator, or even a historical figure. It could be a person in pop culture, or a fictional character. It could be MLK, it could be Walter White, it could be Trump, it could be Donkey Kong. Go ahead and leave a comment telling me who you want a video like this about, and I just might do it. And I promise you, no matter who it is, I can definitely get away with it because I've already done Hitler. It can only go up from here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you'll see me again.
Screw you, you big black...
You know, Hitler, me and you and I would make a good team.
Okay.
You know,
What do you think?
I think so too.
Partners?
Sir. Partners.
Kelly, stop swearing. You're keeping.
Okay.
Go back underwater. I was trying to get your shine. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, underwater. Look how shiny that is. It's like it's made out of metal. Hello, puffins. Puffins are tufted. Trying to fly. I'm failing. It's like Kiwi, the 2006 YouTube video. Oh, no, I think it's just cleaning itself.
I figured out why I couldn't buy anything. I got this was.
Oh, did you get a warning?
As a fraud alert.
So back in July of 2023, I thought of a fun idea where I would set up a Google form where my audience could vote on their own peace treaty outcomes for the defeated Central Powers of World War I. I was not under any illusion that somehow they'd come up with the perfect solution and prevent World War II. That'd be ridiculous. But I was curious to see what the map would end up looking like. They had a week to vote, and so it only got 2,200 votes, but the end result was about as hilariously cursed as one would expect. But despite the map results being laughable, all you guys love the idea of perhaps trying this concept out with other things. So at the beginning of February, I uploaded the video How Europe Redrew France 1814 versus 1815. And at the end, I announced I would be doing this again, but for the Congress of Vienna, the peace process at the end of the Napoleonic Wars. This time, there'd be just under 4 weeks of voting instead of just 1, to ensure more participation. Why the Napoleonic Wars? For one thing, it felt a little less obvious of a choice while still having grand implications, historically speaking. Secondly, I was intrigued by the outcome of this one because there are a decent number of people who both love and hate France. A few people rightfully memed the Versailles video as a Kaiser Boo fest, but this time I'm hoping things are more competitive. The peace treaty isn't even just about deciding what to do with France. It also involves redrawing most of Central Europe as well. One of the philosophies of the Congress of Vienna was attempting to establish a balance of power between the great powers of Europe. But what does that look like? Weakening France? Strengthening everyone else? A bit of both? Are we only making the greater powers greater, or are we letting some of the little guys join the team now? This time around, we had over 3 times the number of votes, with just a bit under 7,500 people participating. First, let's look at what you guys decided to do with France itself. So in my Redrawing France video, I mentioned how there were 2 different proposals for redrawing France. One in 1814, and the one that ended up happening in 1815. The 1814 one was slightly more generous to France, so I basically took the different borders of France and offered either the original 1792 borders, the 1814 proposal, the 1815 proposal, or occasionally a more wildcard option. Most of these things aren't really as massive changes as with the treaties of World War I. Part of the reason why there were more insane options for that one is the end of World War I got tied up a bit with the ideas of self-determination thanks to figures like President Woodrow Wilson, and many territorial aspects of those treaties did involve plebiscites along ethnic lines. So giving the option to have more of those would of course lead to more wild and drastic changes, which is what you guys ended up voting for. Here, though, it's aristocrats and monarchs with competing interests. They would never consider that an option, so I didn't either. When it came to France's northern and eastern borders, it was closely divided in most places, but ultimately you guys stuck with the 1815 borders, except for the Swiss border, which you opted for the 1814 proposal. Again, not really a huge change, all things considered. One of the wildcard options was letting France keep huge chunks of Wallonia in modern-day Belgium, since their claim of the Rhineland area was a large historic contention at many times in more modern French history, but that barely failed by 1.1% of the vote. Interestingly, the southern border of France had the most surprising outcome, where a slim majority of you guys voted to apparently compensate Spain by giving them full control of the French region of Roussillon as well as Andorra. Andorra had historically been co-ruled by the heads of state for France and Spain, so in this case, Spain just decides from now on it's fully theirs. If you voted for this outcome, I'm curious to hear why this was the change that you guys had the strongest opinion of by far, at least of the French borders. So feel free and comment telling me why, I'm actually kind of interested. There was also a question about whether the area of modern-day Belgium and Luxembourg would still be given to the Netherlands like in 1815, or perhaps return to being an Austrian possession like it was before the Napoleonic Wars. Well, you guys said that was a resounding no, so hilariously, the Netherlands keeps all of Benelux. The next few questions involved Germany. At the start of the French Revolution, Germany was, in theory, under the control of the Holy Roman Empire, but in reality it was a mosaic of hundreds of shattered German states, ranging from massive ones like Austria and Prussia to literal city-states like Lübeck or Hamburg. Napoleon during his campaigns came in and ended the Holy Roman Empire in 1806 and reduced the number of states in Germany to merely double digits instead of triple digits. While the Allied powers of Europe weren't going to let his so-called Confederation of the Rhine stay in place, they weren't really going to go back to 1792 either. So now we have essentially hundreds of fancy landowners trying to appeal to keep their territories, or hopefully expand them, although many of them would simply be lucky not to be absorbed by their larger neighbors. With the idea of a balanced Europe, many medium-sized nations had increases in territory compared to 1792. So instead of trying to figure out some ranked auction type system between over 300 different German entities for you to vote on, I opted to keep my sanity and assume that most of Germany would at least somewhat resemble how it did in 1815. But I did have you guys vote on how much the medium nations of Germany would be strengthened or weakened. Hanover, Bavaria, and Saxony became the obvious candidates for a few reasons other than their size. Hanover had a personal union with the British that they would keep until Victoria ascends the throne in 1837, so perhaps an expanded Hanover would give Britain more influence in mainland Europe, and more of a reason to participate in continental politics. Bavaria, meanwhile, is the one power in southern Germany that could even remotely come close to competing with Austria, and maybe impact the future unification of Germany if it was strong enough to assert itself. Then finally, Saxony was notable for not only being an object of desire for Prussia, but viewed as an essential buffer state by Austria against Prussia. Saxony also weirdly had a monarchical union with the Napoleonic Grand Duchy of Warsaw, so perhaps that could be used as a reason to punish them more or eliminate them off the map altogether. So the question is, did the Kaiser boos in my audience vote to make the German states bigger or small? Are you kidding? Of course they voted to make them bigger. Saxony, however, did not have a bigger option since they actually did lose lands with the 1815 peace treaty, so you guys voted to have them keep their 1792 borders, but those were still the biggest border options possible for them. To be honest, I actually thought you'd vote to let Prussia absorb all of it, and that option did get second place in a very evenly divided vote, but nevertheless, all three got, unsurprisingly, the largest possible territorial outcome. There was also a vote on whether Pomerania should be kept by Sweden or still given to Prussia like in our timeline, and you guys stuck with that in spite of a wildcard option of giving it to Russia as a Baltic port. The other interesting bit was over the island of Heligoland, which is a small North Sea island off of Hanover and Schleswig that was owned by Denmark but seized by the British during the Napoleonic Wars. In our timeline, they kept it until 1890 where they used it as a bargaining chip. They gave it to Germany, and in exchange, Germany let the British colonize Zanzibar Island off of the coast of Tanzania in Africa. Interestingly, you guys voted to give the island back to Denmark. You guys also had a chance to restore a reformed Holy Roman Empire of some kind. You could have also just added a German Confederation like in our timeline, or even no organization at all. I almost thought you would pick Holy Roman Empire just for the memes. But no, half of you went with the German Confederation. I was actually kind of surprised. Next, there was a question about the Grand Duchy of Warsaw. Half of you decided that the Grand Duchy of Warsaw, minus Poznan being given to Prussia, would exist as an independent Polish buffer state. I'd imagine Prussia and Austria would prefer that over Russia getting all of Poland, but either way, it'd be interesting to see how long this state would even last. I could imagine some scenario where the 1848 revolutions flare up and the Polish populations in Prussia and Austria and Russia rise up, and then the three of them decide to partition Poland again. But who knows? Either way, this is definitely an interesting choice. The next set of questions involved the Mediterranean and Adriatic. Remember how Napoleon annexed Dalmatia and Illyria to France? Yeah, that was kind of weird. But it was mainly a way to keep Austria in check after putting them down for like the fourth or fifth time. I lost track, honestly. But there are still many things to consider for this area. For one, Venetia. In 1797, France and Austria agreed to a temporary peace where they partitioned the Venetian Republic, Austria getting Venice itself and most of its Adriatic possessions. With that in mind, I presented the option of restoring an independent Venetian Republic, either partially or wholly in Italy, which the majority of you voted for. I also made a question about restoring the Republic of Ragusa, another Adriatic republic that got swept up in this mess, and you also voted to restore it. It was kind of at this point I realized, as much as it's a meme to hate on France, a lot of you guys just aren't interested in letting Austria have anything either, which I find hilarious. Next up for vote were the Ionian Islands, which became a British possession until unified with an independent Greece a few decades later. In this case, you voted to give them back to an independent Venice. You also voted that Hospitaller Malta would be restored instead of it being given back to the British. Perhaps the most insane question on the survey, though, is whether Napoleon is still exiled to St. Helena in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, or if he's given a second chance at ruling the island of Elba as his personal domain. In the end, you decided to go for it. The funny thing is that in the original terms, Napoleon would rule Elba as his personal domain until his death, in which the island would be returned to Tuscany regardless. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not the biggest deal. But perhaps if Napoleon lives longer, maybe there's some weird chance Napoleon III in France seizes power and then seizes Elba upon Napoleon I's death? I mean, it's a big if. He would have to live another 20 years, but he died in his 50s, so I guess it's technically possible. I mean, that would be an interesting scenario, so who knows? For the final section of the survey, we're going to see how you guys handled colonial holdings. While France lost most of its colonies in the 7 Years' War, they still had several possessions in the Caribbean and Indian Ocean. Some were confiscated by the British, others were given back. Of the colonies that were debated upon whether to give back to France or not, all of them were just given to the British by you guys, except for, surprisingly, Mauritius, which France would not keep in our timeline. You voted to let them have it back by just 20 votes. And interestingly, St. Pierre was also given to the British, despite France keeping that in our timeline. Although between you and me, from a purely geographical aesthetic standpoint, I'm actually really happy about that. Then I also made a separate question for the French colony of Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe, that's one of the two. I don't know French. During the Napoleonic Wars, the British seized the island but gifted it to Sweden in 1813. So I asked whether you guys would give it back to France or let Sweden keep it, and most of you decided it would stay Swedish. Then finally, the last two questions were about Guyana in South America. Before the wars, there was French Guiana in the east, and then modern-day Guyana and Suriname were Dutch. Britain seized all of this, but after the war kept modern-day Guyana and only gave Suriname back to the Dutch. First, you all voted that the Dutch are being given all of their parts of Guyana, which will have interesting implications down the road when it comes to the border dispute with Venezuela later on. Perhaps they're more willing to settle than the British did. Then, as for French Guiana, I threw in a wild card about perhaps giving it either to the British, back to the French, or Portugal, since they still owned Brazil at this time. It's not like Brazil would gain independence just a few years later, right? Right? Well, regardless, amazingly, you decided to give it to Portugal. So, yay, Brazil mentioned, I guess? So at the end of the day, in terms of actual territorial changes, this survey is much less drastic than the one for the World War I treaties. Looking at the new altered map of 1815 Europe, there were definitely some changes, but instead of Super Germany or Super Hungary, it was just Super Hanover and Super Bavaria, and restoring a few nations. But I honestly find this a lot more interesting in more subtle ways. Would a stronger Hanover, Saxony, and Bavaria make Prussia unifying Germany under its guidance a lot harder? In many ways, yeah. Even with Austria being slightly weaker in this outcome, I imagine these three might feel more emboldened to resist Prussian domination unless forced to. Prussia still had the military prowess to probably pull it off, but it would be a bigger challenge. And of course, any change in the unification of Germany alters modern history as we know it. In addition, letting the Danish keep Heligoland removes a bargaining chip for the British in its colonial rivalry with Germany. If Germany does unify, perhaps there's a minor colonial conflict with the British before World War I. Will Poland survive up to 1914? Will Venice unify with Sardinia to form Italy? Would the world be ready for tropical Swedes in the Caribbean? The other notable thing is that in our timeline, the British took Heligoland, Malta, and the Ionian Islands to not only enhance their control of the seas and trade routes, but in a weird way to keep tabs on continental affairs without actively being on the continent. They could intervene in any part of Europe if they had to, but they stayed at sea. With this survey, other than Gibraltar, they don't have that path anymore. They ironically have their connection to the continent through Super Hanover. Even if they still lose Hanover by 1837, as a foreign policy strategy, this has a lot more subtle implications down the line. At least I think so. What happens after they lose Hanover? Does Britain have less of a foothold on the continent? I'd be interested to hear your guys' discussion about that in the comments. And with that, that concludes this next set of map gore that you guys have brought upon the world. If you'd like to see a better resolution of this map of Altered Europe, as well as another map of what the Caribbean would look like based on your changes, you can access them as members of my Patreon. I'm grateful to make a living off of YouTube, but it's not the most reliable source of income. Every bit of support from viewers like you helps keep the channel going. So if you'd like to support this channel so I can keep making fun videos like this or other historical content, you can become a patron. Or alternatively, you could also become a channel member if you'd prefer that instead. Thanks to all of you for your support, and thanks for watching. I'm Emperor Tiger Star, and I'll see you guys next time.
A man has posted a meme about the riots in Lego City, UK. This looks like a job for the mobile police unit. Hey! Build the mobile police unit and save your city. Track him down, caught him far right, deny him his right to free speech and arrest him. Now time to lock him up at the police station. Hey! Make space in the prison block by releasing all the killers and rapists. Now lock up all the people who posted memes. You've just made Lego City a safer city. The new Kia Starmer collection from Lego City. Each set sold separately.
You'll become one. Freaky creatures, monster party. Eyes of yellow, scales and feathers, tails and tethers. Turn the lights off. Bend the nightmare, you control it. Artful dodger, easy does it. Shut the closet, get under the covers. Snakes and lovers, turn the lights off. Everybody likes to get taken for turns. To see how bright the fire inside of us burns. And everybody wants to get evil tonight. But all good devils masquerade under the light. Here's the pinky, there's the kinky. Everybody complicated. Man and woman, baby child, calm and wild. Turn the lights off. Don't remember what we look like. Younger, holding one another. Paper colors, dangle streaming, tangle screaming. Turn the lights off. Everybody likes to get taken for turns. To see how bright the fire inside of us burns. And everybody wants to get evil tonight. But all good devils masquerade under the light. Can't they take it? Should be stronger. Books abandoned, breathe the water. Mind distracted, sons and daughters. Out for slaughter, turn the lights off. Don't you like it? I know I do. How about you? What do we know? Tiny patterns, hypnotizing, terrorizing. Turn the lights off. Everybody likes to get taken for turns. To see how bright the fire inside of us burns. And everybody wants to get evil tonight. But all good devils masquerade under the light. The diamonds twinkle brightly, dance in darkness, blow the nights off. Sleepy child, spark desire, walk the fire. Jesus!
Hail, Caesar!
Hail!
Only one survivor, sir.
Ah! Throw him to the floor.
What's it?
Throw him to the floor.
Oh.
Now, what is your name, Jew?
Brian, sir.
Brian, eh?
No, Brian.
The little rascal has spirit.
As what, sir?
Spirit?
Yes, he did, sir.
No, spirits, bravado, a touch of daring do.
Oh, about 11, sir.
So, you dare to wade us?
To what, sir?
Strike him, Centurion, very roughly.
Oh, and, throw him to the floor, sir?
What?
Throw him to the floor again, sir?
Oh, yes, throw him to the floor, please. Now, Jewish rapscallion.
I'm not Jewish, I'm a Roman.
A Roman?
No, Roman. Oh, your father was a Roman. Who was he? He was a centurion in the Jerusalem garrisons. Really? What was his name? Nautius Maximus. Centurion, do you have anyone of that name in the garrison? Well, no, sir. Well, you sound very sure. Have you checked? Well, no, sir. I think it's a joke, sir. Like Sirius Sonus or Biggest Dicker, sir. What's funny about Biggest Dickus? Well, it's a joke name, sir. I have a very great friend in Rome called Biggest Dickus. Silence! What is all this insolence? You will find yourself in gladiator school very quickly with rotten behavior like that. Can I go now, sir? Wait till Biggest Dickus hears of this. Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir, No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you. I will not have my friends ridiculed by the common soldiery. Anybody else feel like a little giggle when I mention my friend Dickus? What about you? Do you find it risible when I say the name Dickus? Dickus? He has a wife, you know. You know what she's called? She's called Incontinentia. Incontinentia buttocks. Stop! What is all this? I've had enough of this rowdy, rebel, sniggering behavior. Silence! Call in from Victorian guards. Seize him! Seize him! Blow your noses and seize him!
that. Give me that. Yes. Yes.
I'm getting that. Hell yeah.
You did that
Hell
so
yeah.
perfectly. What the fuck? This is great. It's so. Oh my fucking god.
Fuck! No,
oh
me!
My god.